going through the 2004 Part D. Part D says, without the use of a calculator, show that the root of 3 minus 1 over the root of 3 plus 1 plus the root of 3 plus 1 over the root of 3 minus 1 plus the root of 2 minus 1 over the root of 2 plus 1 plus the root of 2 plus 1 over the root of 2 minus 1 is 10. Now, all of that is too repetitive. Look what I'm going to do. First thing, I'm going to rationalize them one by one. You might say, that's crazy. Why would you want to rationalize them one by one? Just look why. I know that we have root 3 minus 1 over root 3 plus 1. All right? That's what we have first. If I can just rationalize this one first by multiplying by multiplied by the conjugate of the denominator. So I'm going to multiply it by root 3 minus 1 over root 3 minus 1. When I do that, I'm going to get, this is going to work out to be root 3 times root 3 is 3. All right, root 3 times minus 1 is minus root 3. Minus root 3, that's minus 2 root 3. It's minus 2 root 3. And then minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. Cool. Then we're dividing that by root 3 times root 3 is 3. Well, this is just the difference of 2 squared in the denominator now. So it's just a squared minus b squared. So this part just works out to be 3 minus, that works out to be 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So all of this is working out to be 3 plus 1 is 4. That works out to be 4 plus, works out to be 4, not plus, 4 minus 2 root 3 over 2. And then I do the division, and then I'm going to get 4 over 2 is 2, which is going to be 2 minus 2 root 3 over 2 is just minus root 3. So now I have 2 minus root 3. All right, now the next one is that I'm going to have to worry about is root 3 plus 1 over root 3 minus 1. Now I realize that all of this is just the inverse of this. Notice that root 3 plus 1 over root 3 minus 1, that's just the inverse of this. So I could actually just write that this is going to be 1 over 2 minus root 3. If you see that, can you see that? Yep. Think of it. If this was A and this was B, this is A over B. And this would just be B over A. So this must be equal to 1 over 2 minus root 3. This must be equal to 1 over 2 minus root 3. All right? And then I can actually rationalize this. You can rationalize this part by multiplying this by 2 plus root 3 over 2 plus root 3. All right, so when I do that now, what I'm going to get is 2 plus root 3 divided by, this again becomes the difference of 2 squared. It's a squared, 2 squared is 4, minus b squared, which is minus 3. So this answer just works out to be 2 plus root 3. Nice. We're almost there, we're almost there. Now I need to work out what is the root of 2 minus 1 over the root of 2 plus 1. Root of 2 minus 1 over the root of 2 plus 1. All I'm going to do again is multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. What is the conjugate of the denominator? The conjugate of the denominator is root 2 minus 1 over root 2 minus 1. And I multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. It becomes root 2 times root 2 is 2 minus 2 root 2 plus 1. That's what I get when I work out the numerator. Nice. Then in the denominator, I get the difference of 2 squared, which is just 2 minus 1. And so all of this works out to just be 3 minus 2 root 2. And so now finally I need to work out what is root 2 plus 1 over root 2 minus 1. Now I can tell you that root 2 plus 1 over root 2 minus 1, we know that that is just the reciprocal of this, and the reciprocal of this is the reciprocal of this. And so this is just 1 over 3 minus 2 root 2. So all I need to do is multiply by the conjugate of 3 minus 2 root 2, which is 3 plus 2 root 2 over 3 plus 2 root 2. So what do I get? I get that this works out to be equal to, that in the numerator works out to be 3 plus 2 root 2 over the difference of 2 squared is 3 squared minus, which is 9, minus 2 root 2 squared, which is 8. And so that just works out to be 3 plus 2 root 2. So good now, we're really good, we're nice. So now finally I can add up all of these. Finally, we can add up all of these right here. So now we can write that the root of 3 minus 1 over the root of 3 plus 1 plus the root of 3 plus 1 over the root of 3 minus 1 plus the root of 2 minus 1 over the root of 2 plus 1 plus the root of 2 plus 1 over the root of 2 minus 1 all of this is going to be equal to 2 minus root 3. So let's bracket them. The first one is 2 minus root 3, 2 minus root 3 plus 2 plus root 3, 2 minus root 3 plus 2 plus root 3 plus, that's now 3 minus 2 root 2, 3 minus 2 root 2 plus 3 plus 2 root 2 as you can see right here, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. Root 3 plus root minus root 3 plus root 3 becomes 0. Minus root 2 plus 2 root 2 becomes 0. And so all of this works out to be equal to 10. So this proves it. It works out to be 10. That's a solution for this question. Nice and easy, soft. And now finish question 2, and so finish module 2. Now that we finish module 2, we may proceed to module 3. No, we finished module 1, so proceed to module 2. My apologies. Let's get it.